Well, hello. So, welcome to our second annual public Meeting the Cat Resurrected live stream. I am your host, Sam Foster, and welcome to. Oh, we have a guest here. Please give it this. Right here is my co-animator and co-writer, Sketchy Niche. And this is sort of one of our new topics that we're going to be going up to.
Hello.
Oh, why don't you introduce yourself?
Well, my online name is Sketchy Niche, but my real name is Emily. I enjoy long walks on the beach and candlelit dinners. As you can see, I'm a complete hack when it comes to comedy. No, but I've always wanted to get into animation. I just never had the cojones to do it, so to speak, but I really love Mina and the Count, and I thought this would be the perfect vehicle to test my sea legs, so to speak. So I'm really excited to be here. Yay!
Alrighty, so as of now, we actually have been doing things. Actually, have been a lot more productive around in the here at the production. I'm sorry,
a little ragtag team.
I kind of like, well, yeah, we pretty much have been more active now since and we actually have some animation we're gonna spotlight first off before we get into the more stuff, and we do have sort of a surprise for everyone. We're gonna actually show off.
We're gonna try to show it off. I haven't gotten around. I'm still editing the dialogue for that, so
yeah, it's fine. We can just show we can just show up like a piece of it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because we actually have. Sorry, it's like really hot in here.
You're fine.
So we are here we have got some animation from yours truly, Sketchy, and I think we're going to show one off right now. Because
I should tell everybody that it's not indicative of the final product. As I said before, I'm not a professional animator. I'm very...
Yeah, I forgot. Yes, this is currently rough animation, and we are
very choppy.
yeah.
I currently actually am using a new software, and that'll look a lot better than. Which one are you showing? Are you showing the first one I showed you, or the second one? Or
well, we're gonna show off the first one because it's not like copyright stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, gotcha.
Hold on a sec.
It's very choppy, so don't judge it too harshly.
Yeah, you do. You're all 3 people. All of you are mean.
All 3 people who are watching this.
Now that I put it on the black roast out, so they're gonna probably get something in them. They're probably gonna be coming in a sec. Hopefully, the 2 people that showed up. Hold on, let me.
Like I said, I'm not a professional, so you know.
All right, so here we're gonna go to our piece of animation. First piece of animation we have here. We're gonna. Just a sec, I'm going to screen share it. And here is our first piece of animation. This was actually her auditions submission. However, I was actually good enough for an animation, so here's our first. So here we go. So if you're wondering where that came from, though, we'll show you actually where it came from. It came from this thing called Bat. Oh gosh, get it out! The lawyers will kill us.
Oh, I didn't know that's where it came from.
Sorry. So it came from this piece right here.
Yeah, I was looking for like bits of audio that would be good for my audition. And
yes.
I was like, oh, Bat Dad.
So for those who don't know, Bat Dad was if you guys remember what Vine was. So here's the original piece of footage. Yeah, so we were thinking, I was about to ask her, where did you get the footage and where'd you get that audio footage? And she was like, oh, but then you posted on. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, okay, we do have some other animation I'm gonna show off if I can get them loaded. I may have to mute them for copyright reasons.
They get progressively less sucky.
Yeah, give me a sec.
You're fine.
Oh my gosh. Let's hope the audio doesn't pop up. I know, sorry, I haven't done like directed a live stream myself in a while, so.
Will the audio really get flagged for a copyright?
I don't know, but I want to avoid. Oh, okay, so we're gonna mute it just for safety.
Gotcha.
All right, so here's the next piece of footage. This was taken. Here's our next one. So for those who are wondering, the dialogue, unfortunately, I had to mute the dialogue for copyright reasons, even though it's like 8 seconds. Basically, the audio was, if any of you have participated in my Powerpuff Girls live streams that I've done on Rabbit, so apparently it was taken from the episode 3 Girls and a Monster.
It's especially fitting because the actress behind the original one of the original actresses behind Mina is actually Tara Strong, who, as many of you know, did Bubbles. So it was like the perfect dialogue choice. Yeah,
Tara Strong, she nails it, really. And actually, well, kind of does here. It sort of does fit here because basically it's the same actress, but here it's almost like the same voice, although it's sort of less high pitch,
like a little bit more tomboyish.
Yeah, it's less high pitch than Bubbles.
It's a very cute line. It's excuse me, Mr. Monster, would you be so kind as to stop destroying Townsville? I forget how how the whole thing goes, but
and I'll be like, and actually I said this on the commentary. I was like, now that is how you get rid of a monster. You don't. That's how you get rid of it.
Just ask.
Kind of sucks though. You forgot to add in the insult that you did earlier. That's how you get rid of a monster.
Well, that's the problem. Is that who would she be insulting? Like she wouldn't say that to the Count. She certainly wouldn't say it to Igor. Who would she be insulting?
I don't know. All right.
Would she be saying it to Nick? That's how you get rid of a monster, you doo-doo head.
No, it's
doo-doo-headed ninny. Excuse me.
It's actually when I did closed captioning, it was big fat doo-doo-headed weenies, but it did sound like big fat doo-doo-headed ninnies.
Ninnies. Oh, ninnies. Okay.
Well, it sounded like ninnies. All right. So here's animation number 3.
This
also had to be muted. I think. All right. This is the Count. Please excuse how it looks all like choppy because, well, screen sharing on this is like horrible. It makes everything.
I was about to question that. I was like, crap, did something like
it's screen share. It's horrible. Actually, if you guys want, we can release the footage. Since we technically just released the footage, we could post it onto the official YouTube page for all of y'all to see.
Woo!
but I may have to mute the audio just in case, like, they don't get like copyright strikes, just in case. I'm sorry. I know it's like 8 seconds of footage, but it's like I don't want to do it.
You're fine.
All right. Actually, where did you get this footage? Where is this audio from?
The Count one?
Yeah.
It's actually from the ending line to The Killing Joke.
Oh yeah, you did mention me. Which version though? Because
the newest one.
Isn't that one that got like sucky reviews or something? Yeah, I heard it got sucky reviews.
Everybody hated it, and for good reason.
Why though?
Because it was suckish, and like there's a weird scene in which Batgirl and Batman like fuck on top of a building, and it's weird.
Language.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. You don't forget it. We're all sort of loose here.
I'm sorry. Cover your children's ears.
We don't want. I'm not
safe for work.
We don't want to actually. We don't want to lose our advertisements, even though we're technically we're actually recreating a show that technically is basically digging from
like this dead show that nobody else remembers.
Well, some people remember it. Well,
not enough people. That's the problem.
that is a problem.
A problem.
What?
You said a problem.
Oh god, maybe we should do that for our next line. That's a problem.
That's a problem.
Maybe we should have a character that actually does. Oh yeah, and speaking of which, we got some new characters that we're definitely going to be showing here. We got this.
Oh, amazing. I can actually. I might. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Continue.
Well, first of all, actually, we're going to go into some of our episode concepts. first off, what we're going to be doing is, like I said before, we're going to have it set in the 90s. And actually, while we were just on this, I'm going to say this again because we're going to discuss this. Emily and I have been sort of discussing this a little bit more after watching our shows such as the Powerpuff Girls, and also looking at some other stuff like Dexter's Lab. I haven't done a live stream. I haven't done a rabbit stream for that yet. I will probably get to that eventually. Woo. But what we're gonna. But if you notice in the shows, like those kind of shows, they have like these authentic '90s sound effects, and we're planning to actually have them use them to sort of create the authentic tone for it.
We really want to make the show feel like it came from an alternate reality in which it did get picked up for a series. We want it to feel as real as possible. Yeah, this was something that Renzetti technically had repeated trouble in getting this released. I think he said this once in a podcast when he was talking about Teenage Robot and also the Rebooted project, which I'm currently a screenwriter for. But he eventually he couldn't get this thing working, so eventually he made the so-called 7th short and made it into the original short, My Neighbor Was a Teenage Robot, and that's how Teenage Robot was born. And the rest is history.
Yeah. However, there was sort of a cult. It gained sort of a small cult fan base, and it was rumored to have actually started the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's still something.
It's definitely got the same kind of tone to it.
Yeah, I still have yet to ask Maxwell Adams himself. I mean, I could tweet him this.
I personally prefer this over the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, just because I kind of like that it's maybe it's just like me talking as a girl, but like I just kind of prefer the overall cutesiness of it. I think the juxtaposition of the scary and the cute is a little stronger in this than it is.
Yeah, to be honest, it kind of does feel like that. I kind of actually have a little bit more of going forward to this one, because here's the thing. It's more, I do love Grim Adventures. Like, don't get me wrong. It's a classic show. It's classic entertainment. But I kind of was thinking more of like, here's what I think. Grim Adventures, it's more kind of, it does have like the horror segment, but it's more leaning towards the gross outs.
Very much so.
Zombie, it's kind of leaning more towards like gross out and gore. Well,
it doesn't show like a spooky show for boys, whereas this is like sort of a spooky show for girls, which we don't really have that much of.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to have severed limbs. We're not going to do, even though I do it because I'm such a horror nerd.
Oh, of course, but I mean, like, we won't be like they won't be
that's kind of why
or anything like that.
Okay, that's kind of why Emily's here, because she kind of is going to balance out the dark natures I usually have.
Yeah, with fairies and unicorns, but they're all going to be carrying chainsaws.
Who cares about fairies and unicorns when there can be gloom and doom? Oh, we have another. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for a makeup artist, the apprentice of famed makeup artist Tom Savini. Put your hands for Harley L.
Woo!
Why don't you introduce yourself, Harley?
Hello, my name's Harley, and I go to Tom Savini's makeup school.
For those who don't know who Tom Savini is, y'all need to see more horror films.
Very true.
We kind of
the one that created Jason Voorhees.
Well, actually, the makeup. He was created by Sean S. Cunningham, but
yeah,
a little from column A, a little column B.
Yeah, I need to. Yeah, and just for all of us, after the show, we're gonna do a rabbit stream. We're gonna actually broadcast Friday. We're gonna put Friday the We're gonna stream Friday the 13th and also Scream.
Woo!
Oh, sweet.
Because we actually chose her because this is kind of funny. What was it we were watching? I think it was Killer Clowns from Outer Space, I think.
It was
it was Monster Squad.
It was both, yeah.
Yeah, and actually this is a funny story. So we were watching Monster Squad because, well, it's sort of like a quintessential horror film for actually it's not really a horror film, it's more of a horror comedy.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, actually I kind of enjoyed it, and it kind of does feel sort of like Mina and the Count in some way, but Mina in this one was like, what was that girl's name? Hold on, I'm going to look.
I want to say Sarah, but I know that's probably not it. But she was basically just like the stock little sister.
Hold on, that's it. I'm looking it up.
May I continue the story?
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Anyway, me and Harley and everybody else in the stream were just making all these jokes about how the monsters ridiculously attractive, and they were, let's be real. And Harley just has like this great attitude and like weird sense of humor, and I was thinking to myself, she would be such a good addition to our team. And then I finally listened to her voice and I was like, oh my god, she sounds so cute. She can be a voice actor and a writer. Oh my god, this is perfect. And then of course Sam here found out that she was a makeup artist under Tom Savini, and he was like, you are hired, Missy.
Yeah, actually, no, I was like this because I know I showed a GIF of I think I showed a GIF of Friday the 13th of like, okay, I'm not gonna say it because I don't know if anyone saw it. I don't want to spoil the ending. Secret. So, anyways, oh yeah, I found the girl's name. It's Phoebe. We'll get to that.
Okay. Gotcha.
So basically, and she was like, oh yeah, Tom Savini's my teacher. I was like, whoa, stop the movie, and I was like, you are what?
You pretty much did like a spit take.
Yeah, I know, and I was like, Emily, get this girl in here.
I pretty much like metaphorically grabbed her by the hand and I was like, you're coming with me.
Yeah,
that was awesome because I was like, oh my gosh, we can. And I kind of was like, maybe at some point I could get Tom Savini to get to advertise it. To get
very much a long shot, but we can dream.
Nah, that's probably not gonna happen. But
we can dream.
Yeah, a man can dream. So yeah, we're gonna be we have some episodes that we're planning to actually get up and running. We have one. First of all, we're gonna be doing an origin episode, kind of similar to what Activation Day it was for My Life as a Teenager All Rebooted, where we're gonna tell the story of Vladimir. Because but what I'm planning to do is make it into a silent film, kind of like a silent animation. I don't know why. This may change, but here's the thing. It's because like something like because there's like classic vampire stories like Nosferatu. I don't know if anyone's seen that movie. It's a 1922 silent film.
Or for the younger people in the audience, it was that one SpongeBob gag in the
Nosferatu
/slinging slasher episode for you youngins out there.
Yeah. Well, they did it because they were allowed to use it because the film was public domain. So you could just that's kind of what they did for some films. Like last night I was showing Courage the Cowardly Dog, and they had a clip from the Wasp Woman playing. Well, that's because it was public domain. So basically, you can just post the whole thing up on YouTube or pirate it, and you can just get away with it.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, it was the earliest existing version of Dracula. There were supposedly ones earlier called Dracula's Death from 1921, but that's lost. And there was another one that pointed to a Russian version from 1920. So I don't know. There also have been a lot of vampire shorts from the 1900s and the 1890s. And I kept thinking to myself when I watched like a little bit of Nosferatu, I was like thinking, what can I do to actually do like an origin episode? What can I do to express how did he get here? How did Vlad get here? How did the Igor get here?
It would certainly be fun to do an episode where the music is more or less telling the story in addition to the acting.
Yeah, it's body language.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. But that's kind of maybe. Hold on, I do have it somewhere because I then scoured the internet for. Oh, here it is. So this right here is a dust. So this here is. Oh, there you are. What's up?
I love your hair.
Yeah. So this here is called The Vampire by. I know it's probably mirrored, but
No, you're good.
So this is supposedly the first modern take of what is that?
Oh, I'm sculpting a person.
What is that?
It's an armature wire. I'm sculpting a person.
Okay, none of that. Shh, put that away.
Oh, nifty.
Okay, so this is said to have been the first modern attempt at the modern vampire, like the ones that suck the blood and stuff. Who was that? Okay, so I've actually there are basically like there's this quote right here that says Vampires nightly imbibed a certain portion of the blood of their victims who became emaciated, lost their strength, and speedily died of consumptions, whilst the human body suckers fattened and their veins became distended to such a state of repletion as to cause the blood to flow from all passages of their bodies, and even from the very pores of their skin.
Sounds like a fun time.
There was also... He had been tormented by a vampire, but had found a way to rid himself of evil by eating some of the earth out of the vampire's grave and rubbing himself with his blood. Yeah, there's here's the classic stake to the heart, as stated here. A stake was driven entirely through the heart and body of Arnold Paul, at which he had reported to have cried out as dreadfully as he had been alive. This done, they cut off his head. This is another trope on how to kill a vampire. Burned his body, fire, and threw his ashes into his grave. Oh yeah, and here's this number 2 thing. It says here, the universal belief that a person sucked by a vampire becomes a vampire itself and sucks in his turn. So basically, that's the concept that states you get sucked one, you get bitten by one, you become one.
Okay.
But I still don't know if there's actually a way to cure someone of vampirism without killing them. Is there a way? Well, actually, there was a way in The Lost Boys.
Yeah, I was about to say The Lost Boys.
Oh yeah. Emily, you missed that one. It's on Netflix.
Sorry,
if you have
I
Netflix,
was busy.
If you have Netflix or something, it's available. It's
this probably wouldn't work, but I've read a couple different books where like there's a way to cure the inflicted vampires by like burning the original vampire.
Yeah, that was sort of using The Lost Boys, is to kill the head vampire.
Oh, okay. But that probably wouldn't work considering the Count is probably himself the head vampire.
Oh
or you can go the cheesy Twilight way and have someone else suck the poison out of her.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
We're not okay. No, Twilight. No Twilight. Twilight's stupid.
Oh, come on. We're making a freaking Twilight reference in a future episode that I can't mention. Why not?
What? I wanted to release some episodes concepts because I did release some the first stream. Oh, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Hold on a sec. I'm looking for another one that actually.
So does that mean that the Count would have to be like? Does that mean that he would have to have the blood sucked out of him by another vampire in order to be cured of vampirism? Or
well, it's never. I don't know if we're gonna do that because it was never fully told. It's never been explained if he became a vampire or if he was a vampire to begin with. And I'm guessing we're just gonna. And my personal preference is we're gonna just leave that alone. We're not gonna say, "Oh, he got."
Get like too fanficky, yeah.
Yeah, because we're not gonna go that route because after the reboots that happened, this is sort of a message saying, "Hey, we can do better."
Exactly, we can stay true to form. Fan
bases have better brains than all those head writers and stuff.
Some of us, anyway.
Yeah.
Boom.
So yeah, we're gonna base him sort of on the character here called Lord Ruthven. I think that's his name. Yeah. So yeah, I actually read through the story. It's basically about a guy named Aubrey and stuff. Yeah.
Now my only
read the original Dracula novel as well. So
my only concern with that kind of episode is that we definitely want to try to keep at least a somewhat comedic tone. We don't want to go like wholly dark or like wholly like brooding.
No, just kidding.
I mean, because like the way I see it is that I feel like we should go the route of the Powerpuff Girls movie.
That's actually what I wanted. Okay, that's better because Powerpuff Girls. All right, I think that was the show that perfected the genre of cute cute, lovable characters in a dark and gritty tone.
Exactly, especially the movie. Like the movie just has some straight up like gruesome scenes, but like they still keep that sweet wholesomeness.
And the critics just didn't understand it. They just didn't see the cartoon. I mean, Roger Ebert gave it, and Roper gave it a thumbs down because it was too violent. I'll be like, you guys don't understand. That was the concept of the cartoon. Have you even seen it?
Bunch of hacks.
Yeah. Wait. There was a way in Batman versus. I never seen that. Oh yeah, I never seen Batman versus Dracula, and was that actually a thing?
I don't know. I've never seen
Wait, what
that.
about Powerpuff Girls Z? All right, I'm gonna be completely honest. I have never seen. All right, I have never seen Powerpuff Girls Z. Never
I've
seen it.
seen one episode. It is
Well,
hilarious.
there actually was one. Okay, I do know one concept that actually was sort of interesting. Was Seduce's character. It actually was a split personality, and I kind of thought, something that's sort of an interesting take because I don't know.
Yeah.
To me.
I mean, that's okay.
like-
That's interesting, but like everything else completely sucks. Like the girls aren't even sisters, and Professor Utonium has like a weird robot dog.
Wait, what? Wait. Were they created?
No, they weren't. They were just regular girls. It's like a whole Sailor Moon thing. They're just regular girls who got like caught up in the chemical X-ray or something. I don't know. Yeah, they're not even sisters. Like
What?
and Professor Utonium not only has like a little robot dog, he has like a son.
Yeah, Ken, I think his name was.
Yeah.
Ken?
Yeah.
I know, I read like a synopsis, but the Seducer character, I think, was one interesting thing because it took like a split personality, kind of similar to what oh my gosh, I love this episode too much. Mommy Fierce did kind of.
Yeah, for sure.
Miss, I'm a good lady. You know what that spells? Actually, no, I know your real name. It's subtle.
Ooh. I really like Mojo Jojo's design though. Like his face is a lot more extreme and crazy.
Speaking of that, we're gonna be. Oh yeah, speaking of Scream, here's a piece of trivia. The voice of Ghostface in the Scream movies was the same actor who played Mojo Jojo.
No fooling.
Yeah, Rajel Jackson himself.
Huh.
Oh my god, that's kind of why I did the Scream reference for Octagon. Like that episode where he was like trying to sort of chemical X. But I was like, hello, Sydney.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
All right. So, anyways, we kind of got off topic.
Yeah.
So, anyways, our first after the origin episode, we're gonna go immediately. It's gonna take place like immediately after. All right. So here's Frank and Frog, but here's sort of a thing though. We're gonna because this cartoon was sort of obscure. It's actually been debated what the chronological order is. There's supposedly been if for those who've seen it, there actually was once I did a whole commentary on the full episodes, like all 6 of them, and then also the first one that was made in 1992. So there's been debate on chronological order. Some say that Playing a Hunch, which was episode 4, was the last. Some say Frankenfrog was the last. Some say The Ghouls Tribunal was the last. So it just like got completely crazy. And as I can tell, hang on a minute, I think it was Frankenfrog that was the last to air. So I think what we're gonna was it says like here episode 6. So technically it was here we go. Hold on. Here we go. Frankenfrog is the sixth sort, which aired in 1999. So technically this is the last to air. However, it's sort of basically some say this is actually a number 5 chronologically, but it left us on a cliffhanger and that's what we're going to be going into, called our concept for our first true episode is called Playtime is Over, which originally was going to be called Dolly Dolly. Another title I had was called Dolly Dolly Kill Kill, but it was kind of dark. So basically in this episode, what we're going to be doing is sort of a basic, your run-of-the-mill evil doll scenario, but we're going to be more like Chucky rather than more like Annabelle is.
Right. It's going to be kind of like a dark comedy in a sense.
Yeah. And we're already pitching the animatic for it.
If somebody can find their microphone in time, points to self.
No, it's okay. You could just show off a little bit of it, like a little clip of it.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Just in case, like you have any copyright stuff, and I don't want to get sued.
I don't have any copyrights unless my own voice is copyrighted, which I highly doubt it. Give me a sec.
Yeah. And the ending though, we kind of actually had to like talk it over. We're not going to say it right now, but we had to talk it over because the chronological order was like getting like really confused. So we didn't know like what to do. So we had to like decide which we had to do. So I will give you guys that. We're not going to say the ending, but it was sort of difficult what ending we were supposed to do. Now, another one I really actually kind of wanted to get to sort of is this other one I had, which we are still... Hold on. Actually, should we actually announce it?
Huh?
I don't know if we're going to announce it right now. Hang on.
Sorry, what
actually, you know what? I kind of did announce it. Forget it. We have this other episode that we are doing called Feral Attraction. That's yeah, actually, I'm kind of excited for this episode as well because
I get to star in it.
Now, Lucy, I don't know if you're going to star in it.
But Dad, I'm too excited. I can't do the voice.
Lucy, we had this discussion.
But Dad, I'm too excited. I can't do the voice.
Lucy, I know you like to be. Now, Lucy, I understand you like to be. You want to be Miss Popular, but don't you think But don't you think there's someone that can have too much popularity?
But Dad, if I keep doing this voice, I'm going to turn into Lucky Space Princess. Oh
my gosh, we've been doing this. Actually, this is something we've been doing in the street because I don't know why. She kind of reminds me of Lucy, or Lucy. That's
because I'm just as beautiful.
Oh yeah. I'm new to Me and the Count. How's the progress on the reboot? We were just telling you. I'm just kidding. We're actually some of our we're getting more concepts in, and we got some concepts thanks to both Harley and Sketchy here. We got some new concepts ready, and we're sort of discussing what we are going to do with the season finale. It's not final yet, but it's not final as of right now, but we're going to see what we can do for the season 2. We're thinking by season 2, I'm having sort of an idea because I don't know if we're going to do a season 3 because I don't officially know yet. Unless, like, by some miracle, it becomes like a giant popularity thing and everyone starts screaming into the heavens asking for a season 3, but I don't know if we're going to do that.
Fingers crossed.
So for season 2, though, I wanted to go sort of a little bit of a more serious tone. I mean, still keeping with the comedic tone, but a little bit more serious as... Because this was like during one concept I definitely wanted to have is that Mina has been in contact with the supernatural for so long that this I don't know, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Poltergeist or Insidious in a way. How there's demons or supernatural entities that can what's the word? Sense her. If you kind of know what I'm trying to get through. And he was like they're becoming more, and actually it's starting to kind of affect their personal life. There's supposed hauntings in the home or stuff like that. And then they're going to try to get try to get help. Actually, this is kind of where we're going to try to actually get some ghost hunters or our hunters or the Hunters League that I announced back in, this was a character that we kind of pitched back in January. We're going to have to have people that are going to try to fend away the supernatural, even though that Mina's trying to fight against them. And because they're actually not as bad as, the old thing, there's, don't judge a book by its cover. Mm-hmm. You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be sort of like that, but then it gets more serious. But then there is actually a difference though. There is actually the good supernatural and there's also the bad. There's definitely good and bad.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. I mean, the Count, is playful and, friendly, but there can be other demons and other supernatural entities that could, in some way, be, violent or use her for,
as bait, more or less? The lore?
Things. Yeah. I'm going to say things. Because, basically, yeah. I mean, I really want to actually get get going with this. So anyways, I'm going to go back to Feral Attraction for 1 minute because we are thinking of this. It's basically because it was, I know I mentioned this previously to some people, to like the 3 people. And also we have 3 people again who are still here. But we did actually come up with some, we do have sort of, it's sort of in the writing stages right now, but I kind of wanted to give out a little bit more. Give me a minute. I'm going to find the concept art for it.
This artist, by the way, is amazing.
Yeah, it's not my art. Well, it's not my art, but we're going to... This is from my other concept artist, Lenita Isbell, and she's fantastic. So here's what we got. So basically, we are gonna have this was based once again, if some do not know what this is about, basically this was based on a concept art that was from an audition from this one right here. And we were like thinking, you know what, that really does look like Lucy in a way. Because, I don't know, because, I mean, it could have been like someone else, but at the same time, the design of it really reminded me of Lucy at some point. It's definitely her body type. So, yeah, then I contacted her saying, hey, why don't we actually make her into a more like Lucy? And she'd be like, sure, let's do that. So then, let me turn this off. So now we were thinking, how are we going to do it, though? Because, so then we sat down and Sketchy and I were talking, and we were thinking, what if we have something similar to like kind of like the Lost Boys? Well, not really like the Lost Boys, but
more like One Lost Boy.
One Lost. Actually, let's. Oh, I got it. I got it. A lone wolf.
I get it.
It's a lone wolf.
I get it.
Yeah. So then, basically, it's gonna be sort of like a twisted horror love story comedy, and we're kind of actually, but one thing that we're having some difficulties with, this is kind of funny, because there's in tons of horror films, like throughout the decades, there have been numerous ways to actually kill like an entity, a supernatural stuff, but there's no way to cure someone. Well, as I said before, the Lost Boys sort of did it, but but that's like vampire. We want to do something that's actually for the werewolf itself. I mean, there was, okay, I'm gonna have to reference I really hate that I gotta reference this show called Wizards of Waverly Place. Oh my god, there was a.
It was like a potion that he
yeah, it was a potion that he had to drink. He like bathed in, and then he had to like suck it. Like, you have to drink it, and it was like,
yeah.
We got to think of something else. Because one thing I did find, though, was a... oh, yeah. One way to cure someone from a werewolf is to actually grab morning dew. Like, get, like, dew in a jar and then, like, pour it on them or something.
I mean, if we want to go straight up dark, we could just like set them on fire. Like, if you want to go that way.
I like the way you think.
I mean, we just like maybe not like.
All right, let's see. Well, there is an exorcism. Well, we could do exorcism. We could do wolfsbane. Oh wait, hold on.
Well, I was actually thinking. I had an idea. It might.
Kill a werewolf or keep it away. It will turn you into a werewolf if you mix it into a potion. The belief in this cure arises from the fact that wolfsbane is used to kill for centuries. So they reason if it kills werewolves, maybe it can kill the wolf part and turn you back into a human. The only drawback is that it's very deadly to humans and other things as well. We don't recommend trying this. Oh, wait. Water touched by... Oh, here's something. Hold on. Water touched by... I'm sorry, I'm looking at a website. I'm thinking. The Zeus... Lycius cult believed that if you bathe in or drank in some water that turned you into a werewolf, you can turn back into a human. So, okay, we got something. So, as far as we know, the cure only works if you turn to a werewolf by bathing in these waters. I read somewhere like morning dew can actually work. Morning dew.
I think it would be like just to help. I mean, not to sound like a broken record, but like just to help sort of keep the comedic tone. I thought it would be kind of funny if maybe she bites him and like that somehow retracts her own werewolfism. You know what I mean? Like in biting him, she's able to.
I know that kind of, but I don't want to sound like we're stealing from I don't want to sound like we're like trying to steal from the Lost Boys, but
oh well, I've never seen that, so I wouldn't know.
It's a really good movie though. Just find it on Netflix or find it somewhere. It's really good. Right. It's a really good vampire film.
Okay.
Oh yeah, piece of trivia. It actually has what was his name? As Bill from Bill and Ted.
Oh,
in sweet. A small role. It's like in a small role though. He's like, but still excellent.
Oh, also speaking of excellent, that little surprise we mentioned, I just finished it, so we will be able to show it.
Oh yeah, we'll show it at the end. Anyone got any questions? Anyone? Woo. Anyone got any questions?
All three of you who are watching.
Hold on, I'm trying to. What if I post this?
I feel really bad. I feel like we haven't let Harley say anything.
Well, we're trying. We're trying. I mean, this happened. This happened the last time.
She's like our most experienced guest. Like she's the one who knows.
I mean, come on, we got someone who has connections with the guy who did Dawn of the Dead, Oh yeah, that reminds me. Did he actually do Nightmare?
You're more legit than either of us.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I want to go off topic. There was a Tom Savini film called. Actually, no, there was a film called Nightmare of the Damaged Brain, and or it was usually called Nightmare. And Tom Savini, they actually kept slapping Tom Savini's name on it as if he did the makeup and effects. I don't know if he actually ever told you about that film, but supposedly he denied it, even though there was actually a photograph. I can show it to you later after the stream that he actually was on set. I don't know if he ever told you about that film.
No, he doesn't talk about it.
Yeah.
He doesn't really talk about a lot of his work besides like the most popular ones.
Yeah, like Dawn of the Dead, Friday the 13th, Creepshow, Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
He just stares off into the distance.
Does he actually talk? Wait, does he talk about Maniac?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Let me see. Any new characters planned? Well, yeah, we're definitely having new character. We're definitely going to have new characters because. Yeah, because this genre it's a horror cartoon, and there's endless possibilities for this. Oh, hang on, I got a message. Give me a minute.
That's for me.
That is from you. Good thing I got two separate things to actually identify which one is which. I'll show this to you later. Okay, so we do have characters planned. Actually, should we? Hold on, I'll.
I can actually send you if you want. I don't want to give too much away, but that one character that I mentioned to you, that I was thinking Harley could play because I think she has a good voice for it. I can actually send you the final design of that if you'd like.
Oh, sure.
That told me.
Yeah, because you have such a cute voice.
Should we discuss it?
What's that?
Should we discuss it? I just should we discuss about what you did? What was it called? The sugar plum?
The sugar plum witch. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a second.
Oh, yeah.
We're
doing okay. Here's one thing though. We're planning to have a character. We're definitely because this was a concept that I wanted to do. Not technically but okay. Let me be more specific. I wanted to do a concept on witches because that's sort of actually a very underrated. That's kind of an underrated genre of horror. I mean, you got the vampires, you got the werewolves, you got the mummies, you got the creature from the Black Lagoon, or creatures from the deep. We're going to be more specific now.
Some of which you can now get together with. Thank you. I love The Shape of Water so much.
Yeah, I need to see that movie because I heard that movie got 4 Oscars.
And
that film got Guillermo del Toro his Oscar.
Thank you. I couldn't remember his name.
There was kids that graduated from my school that worked on that movie.
Oh, lucky.
How many famous people do you know?
A few.
Can you get us Guillermo del Toro as a guest star?
If you do. Ooh. Oh my. Okay, well, I did once meet I actually once met a horror actress. Well, she was like a child actress back in the 70s, but yeah.
The closest I've only ever met Sean Astin.
Yeah, I met some of the original cast members from the Lost in Space show, the original.
Fun.
I don't know if you ever saw. I don't know if you guys know what that show is, Lost in Space.
Didn't it get a reboot recently?
Yeah, that movie. I mean, that show. Well, actually, okay, I will show you all.
Did you meet Robbie the Robot?
Actually, there was actually a really funny episode I remember called Attack of the Monster Plants. And the actress, okay, I got your concept. All right, I'll discuss it. It's pretty funny. It's kind of, I actually maybe we could probably do a concept that's similar to Little Shop of Horrors. So we could do that.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, and then this. Oh my gosh, now I just thought of this. Since this is kind of funny. Since Little Shop of Horrors, the original film, is public domain, maybe we can do sort of a funny thing where he's trying to Mina's trying to create life from it, and then she's trying to look at the film and be like, okay, that's what he does. Okay.
Like uses it for reference, we pull a SpongeBob and have the actual
it's public
film.
Domain, so we could technically get away with it.
Oh yeah, we
could get away with it. Just
like pull a SpongeBob and have the actual film.
Oh yeah,
in the cartoon.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah, it's public. You can just for those who don't know, public domain films is where if it's they don't get a copyright law on it or something, or they don't get some copyright on it, then basically it's free to use. You're allowed to post it anywhere, and you won't get prosecuted or copyright strikes.
You don't get sent to jail, and people don't cut your feet off.
Yeah, technically, there's tons of movies. Actually, I have a 50 horror pack that has 50 public domain horror films. Some are definitely classics, like Nosferatu, I mentioned, Phantom of the Opera. I mean, Hunchback of Notre Dame, 2 Lon Chaney films.
Very nice, very nice.
So anyways, let me get back to the topic. So I was, there was an episode I remember called Attack of the Monster Plants. And there was this actress, her name was Marta Kristen. She played this doctor named Judy. And these monster plants has the ability to actually swallow up a human, spit them out, and then spit out a duplicate. So I remember I remember watching this at a sleepover, actually. Actually, it was the morning we were watching it. And I remember her, she was in a trance. She was going and then she slept. She fell asleep on the flower, and it just goes and then I was talking to her, and I was like, what the frick? I didn't really remember too much, but I was like, what the frick were you doing? Walking around in the middle of the night on the flower. And she was like, oh, no. I was in a trance. I was in a trance.
That's a great
response. It was actually pretty funny because I remember that episode. And she actually said it was one of her favorites, and she kind of liked the plant. She wanted to nibble on it for some reason. All right.
I don't blame her.
Funny thing happened. So then later on, I was walking around this convention called AmazeCon, which is amazing. So then I was walking around, and right behind me there was a girl wearing the sunflower, who was dressed up like the sunflower from level 1 of Cuphead. The sunflower. So then she was walking out into the lobby, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, Marta. So then I dashed over to Marta's table, and I was like, hey Marta, do you remember your little monster plants thing? Well, I need a little help. And then the girl comes in, and then Marta was like, oh my gosh. And then we got a bunch of pictures of her. Actually, I took several pictures, but this one's my favorite.
Vietnam flashbacks.
For those any 60s nerds, that's
that is adorable.
That's Marta Kristen, the actress who played Dr. Judy in Lost in Space. And I actually posted it on Twitter, and I called it, actually, I think I posted it on Discord as well, on the Black Rose Discord. I called it Marta Kristen in Return of the Monster Plants.
That is adorable. I love
and I did tell her that, and she was like, oh, thank you. Yeah, she was real nice, really nice. What's another thing? All right. Anyways, what we were talking about?
The sugar plum witch.
Okay, the sugar plum witch. All right. So, technically, I didn't really come up with it because I was sort of working on something. So, what is this girl like?
Okay, so for one thing, she's a woman. She is a lady.
Well, duh. She's
Um,
like, wait, is she? Wait a minute. Is she one of the seductive ladies? Because we gotta have those. It's a night.
of
If it's like a
course.
'90s cartoon, it's a law. You
Oh,
need
of
to have a
course.
seductive woman.
Okay, can I talk?
Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Basically, my idea is that she is the witch from Hansel and Gretel. And she is like super classy. She's basically like Audrey Hepburn. She's like an old school Hollywood diva type, and she's kind of flirty, but she. For those of you who like DuckTales, she's basically the Goldie to Count's Scrooge. She kind of flirts with him, and she gets along very well with Mina. In fact, I'm thinking her first episode, she's actually kind of trying to lure Mina away from the Count, like replace him as her new best friend. And the Count is like, okay, are you doing this in earnest, or are you like trying to get back at me, or are you trying to eat my friend? Because any one of those is possible.
Actually, that would actually be kind of a funny. That would actually be kind of. So wait, who's this Audrey Hefner? How do you spell that?
Audrey Hepburn. She's like an actress from I want to say like the 50s and 60s. She
What's
was
her
in a
name?
lot of
Audrey
movies. Hepburn.
She's
Hepburn. Audrey Hepburn.
Audrey
Hep.
Hepburn.
Hep.
Just type it out. Just type it on the type it.
Yeah. Okay. If you've ever seen Breakfast at Tiffany's, she's the woman that they always put in like the black dress with like the long cigarette.
All right, I'll look at
holder
that.
thing.
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Hepburn.
Maybe it's in. Oh, it's from 1961. Give me a minute.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, Audrey Hepburn. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, that film won 2 Oscars.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's amazing.
Oh, she died. At least she won an Oscar, though.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, people do that when they get old.
Oh my god. Oh, are we gonna have her like with the little cigarette thingy, like little?
I was thinking of that, but like instead of a cigarette holder, it's her wand.
That actually makes a little bit more sense because she's a witch.
Exactly.
Witches.
Yeah.
And we burn witches.
Exactly. But see, that's the thing is that she has the advantage over the Count in that she can be out during the day, whereas he can't. So like
I kind of was not thinking of. I wasn't thinking of her having. Okay. I'll leave it to the audience what they think.
She's like super classy and ritzy.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, we could do it. It's not what I was actually expecting, but all right, it's still a great design. I like it.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. Seductive woman.
I mean, it's not her final design. I'm still like tweaking it a little bit. So,
but let's give it to the audience what we think.
You're the director. You tell me.
I don't know. You tell me. I don't know. You tell me. So I kind of do like the idea, though, of like this witch. Okay, actually, the concept, what you said earlier, like said, are you trying to eat her or something? I do like the. That's actually sort of a funny. Actually, if we do that, we could sort of do that. That's kind of a funny concept. Like we could have her in scenarios or something where it's like, I'm sorry, where it's like she's like looks like she's about to eat her, and she's like, and the Count's like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "I was just giving her some tea."
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Mina, could you get into the oven for me? What?
Oh my god!
I dropped a earring.
Okay,
I lost my earring.
I know this is the '90s, but we could do a slight reference to The Visit. You know?
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Would you please go and set the oven to clean it?
But see, that's why I was particularly excited to get Harley on board because A, we don't have that many females on staff, and B, I think her voice would be
well.
Really good
We kind of do have like a bunch of women. We do have a bunch of girls actually on here. We got Christina Frank, who's a concept artist. Lanita Isbell, who's a concept artist. There's some Michelle Maxwell, who is one of our voice actresses. Yeah, but she kind of vanished. But she's still around, I think.
Oh, okay. I'll rephrase that then. We don't have that many females that I've met.
Yeah, there's actually another but we're gonna keep her. We're gonna keep her classified as of right now. But Yeah. All right, guys. I'll show you the what we have so far for our witch. And what do we do with witches?
We burn them.
Burn it!
But remember, it's not a final design.
I know.
I'm still
Why
working on it.
do witches burn?
Because, darling, we're so hot.
No. Because they're made of wood. Because they're made of wood.
Well, I figured that's the kind of response you would give.
I know. I love that. Because they're made of wood. All right. There we go. So let me get this. Oh, I have 2 tabs open. That's odd. Whatever. I'll just close this out. Here's our first concept of the witch. The witch.
Oh, she's so cute.
Oh,
Yeah.
shucks.
Yeah, she kind of does. Oh, her chin. Oh, she looks like she could cut someone with that chin.
Well, yeah, she's a classy highbrow lady.
Yeah, sure. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what can we do to have her? Okay, now I'm thinking though, with that design, are you gonna do the mansion like a gingerbread house, but it's like designed as like a 1960s like mansion or something, like a manor?
Well, that's the thing is that she claims that she doesn't do that anymore. And I wrote this line. She says something. Children are so bad for my diet, and those gingerbread houses were a fright to maintain during the summer.
Excuse me, Sugar Plum. You do realize that gingerbread is probably even more fattening than children.
Well, no,
children...
that's the thing. They were difficult to maintain during the summer because, like, the candy would melt. So she was like, skip it. I'm not doing this anymore.
But but children are filled with protein.
I know, but they're so bad for my diet. Besides, I think it's working, don't you?
But okay, but it's good. It's meat. It's one of the part of the food. It's part of our food pyramid.
Well, now she sticks to a very strict diet of toads and scorpions, and you know what? It is doing wonders for her figure.
What about chocolate? Actually, chocolate frogs.
Well, only when she wants to treat herself.
Wait, are they like the chocolate frogs or are they the crunchy frogs?
Either
the
one.
Date
only
frogs.
when she wants to.
What a raw frog! What a raw frog! Oh yeah, we're doing that. Another one we were thinking of. Actually, this is sort of a concept that I'm kind of wanted to sort of bring out of the dust because we kind of, when my other director Jacob Penzak, he's currently taken a little bit off because he's currently moving to Utah as of right now. I don't know if he has moved right now or if he's still in Delaware at the moment. But there was one concept that I kind of was thinking we could kind of do. I wanted to share with you guys. I don't know if I actually share it to you guys, but there was one concept I kind of thought up called Behind the Wheel. So it's basically like this. It's about, Lucy, turning the big sweet 16.
Oh my God, party!
And then what does she want more than anything?
A new car.
Bingo. That's why I did that. I was like,
my first guess was gonna be a date with the Count, but yeah. I'd like. Yeah, see, Harley knows what's up.
Harley.
I wouldn't mind if he jumped out of a birthday cake.
Okay, you've been all freak. Okay, you've been acting freaky during the Monster Squad anyway, so you know what? Forget it. But the evening.
Don't kink shame.
Master, what are you doing? But I'm doing that. I'm having some. Okay.
He's like tied up with a big red ribbon.
Oh, we need art of that. We need art of that. Oh my God, we should put that. We should put this during like the best of years, like when I do, because I'm thinking of doing this, guys. At the end of the year, I'm thinking of taking like the Black Rose best of 2018. We have like a whole collab of stuff, but the best of stuff. And I was talking with, and this is kind of something I was doing with Sketchy here, because we were behind the scenes. We kind of came up with some jokes that were pretty funny. One concept we were writing Feral Attraction. Oh wait, I can't describe it. Well, it's basically a relationship goes wrong, and then like he turns, like, the guy turns to it. Okay, let's just say Bobby breaks up with Lucy because, well, he's
Bobby broke up with
well,
me.
well, here's the thing. Well, Lucy, he was non-existent.
But we were soulmates. We were supposed to be together forever.
But Lucy, he was almost non-existent.
But he was my soulmate, Dad.
Oh my god, yeah. And then we were thinking this, like, he got off the phone, he turns to the window, and it goes.
There's just a mushroom cloud, like, in the distance.
Oh god, what have I done?
We just come up with, like, so
yeah,
much
like
shit.
we're like crazy. Technically this is a cartoon being animated, being written by psychotic horror cartoon nerds.
Introverts.
Especially Harley, she's gonna be one of her actresses, but actually, Harley, can you do concept art?
What do you mean by that?
Like, draw it out, because I know you actually done, like you said, you've done makeup. Can you actually draw it? Like,
it just depends on what it is.
Or maybe you could do. Actually, I don't know. It doesn't. I don't know. It may be like a waste of time. Like, I was thinking you could get like a bust and, like, put like makeup on it and, like, get designs and then sketchy
that might be a
like
little overreaching. We don't want to, like, we don't.
Yeah,
wanna...
actually, I don't want to overdo it. You know what? Forget it. We're not going to overdo it. Honestly, I think that's overdoing it.
Yeah.
Unless we do a live action film.
Let's wait until we actually have a budget.
Yeah, we don't have anything. This is why I'm sitting in the basement of my parents' house. And yeah. At least I get $200 a month. Usually it's actually meant to be for 2 weeks, but the thing is, though, I don't really bother Dad about it. All I do is if my allowance is low. So if it's like lower than $100, I'll be like, hey, can you refill it? It's like that. Anyway, so okay, yeah, so we were thinking that, and it was just funny. Okay, yeah. So another thing. All right, so belated. All right, I'm sorry. This concept I was thinking of, because I don't know why. At some point in time, I kind of got interested into the film Christine, that John Carpenter film. I'm pretty sure both you two have heard of it.
Of course.
Yeah, Harley has, because she knows what's what in horror.
She probably worked on the friggin' film.
Did you get to drive, Christine?
She probably painted Christine.
Oh, did you meet? What was that guy's name? Oh yeah, Arnie. What was his name? Was that his name? Hold on.
She probably designed the license plate.
Oh yeah, it was Arnie. Did you actually get to meet Keith Gordon? That would be awesome if you actually. Oh my gosh, that's kind of funny. So yeah, we were thinking this, and I was like, actually, here's the thing. It was originally supposed to be a concept for Courage the Cowardly Dog fan fiction. Like, where like Eustace, like the truck gets like, and he goes like gets this car and stuff, and then he gets like addicted to it, and it sort of like possesses him. But I kind of wanted to do something a little different than like, the overall possession story, because it's kind of been overdone. One concept I had this was sort of a concept that was sort of been swept under the rug and kind of never really talked about like among you guys. But we were thinking there was another concept I wanted to blend in with it called like the Vanishing Hitchhiker. This has been going on for this has actually been an old tale, I think, back in like the 60s or something, the Vanishing Hitchhiker. But I wanted to do like a sort of mix in with like a serial killer-ish type, where it's basically like two guys that are kind of doing like thrill kills. So there's a guy who acts as the hitchhiker, gets picked up by one of the cars, and then there's a car like of the killer, like his partner driving it on the highway, chasing him down, and then runs them off the road and then kills them. But then like the supposed car that Lucy gets was the car that actually had these killers meet their doom.
Oh, so it's like it's a car being possessed by
criminals. Well, it's kind of, but it's like being haunted,
yeah,
by its past.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know why, but something around it kind of felt like a silly concept at some points, at some directions.
That would be fun. Like maybe the car starts tempting Lucy into acting like a bad girl. Like she wants to
Wait,
start.
Spectral Cody. Wait a minute. Spectral
Hmm?
Studio. Cody, you are a writer.
What?
No, I'm looking in the chat box, and he's there's this guy named Spectral Studios watching, and he's our other writer, Cody Brassard.
Oh, okay.
Hang on a minute. Let me get him in here.
Hi.
Don't worry, Cody. I'll get you in here.
Hello.
I got you, buddy. I'll never let go, Cody. Never let go.
I'm pregnant. You better get. No, it was like. All right, where is he? He's part of our concept. He's part of our crew. Oh, here he is. All right. I just posted it to him.
Maybe part of that haunting idea is that the car starts tempting Lucy into acting like a delinquent. Like she starts running with the bad crowd and, you know, rob maybe not like
tempting to. Oh my god. No.
I mean, nothing drastic, of course.
No.
Like,
It's not your. You know what I'm thinking of? Oh,
what?
sweet. No.
What?
Hiya, Bradley Bill.
What? What is that from?
Tammy.
Oh God! Oh, look, I'm sorry. I haven't seen Teenage Robot since.
Oh my god. No.
In forever.
Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, she's like, oh my god. I'm like thinking, oh my god, no. No. No, hell no. Well, we'll see actually, because that's why he can't get on. He doesn't have a computer for this. Yeah. That's why he can't get on. Gotcha. That sucks. But yeah, we'll see about that, because actually maybe we can do sort of like Christine, but at the same time we want to actually make. I don't want to like go like too crazy, like too like what's the word? Too generic. Like I don't want to just like to be just put on autopilot. Like say, okay,
yeah. I mean,
I'm
definitely thinking of more. I'm definitely picturing a more like. I keep wanting to lean towards comedy. So you think that it's going to turn really dark and grim. But the thing is that Lucy is so like flaky normally that her bad self just amounts to like
flaky?
littering.
What do you mean flaky?
Like she's just kind of a flaky. Like she's like a valley girl, you know, she's just kind of.
Oh my god. And then she's like starts, oh my gosh. We could do that, and then she could like starts calling her car her sweetheart.
Exactly, but like that's the thing is that she's so flaky and in reality that her bad self just amounts to nothing more than just like littering, you know. Yeah, it doesn't go beyond that. Like
she's just naughty.
Yeah.
She's the naughty.
Like she's chewing gum in class. Like that's as bad as she gets.
Lucy, you shouldn't be why are you always chewing gum?
I don't know. Why are you always questioning me? And then she does a hair flip.
Well, actually, to be honest, it's better than smoking.
Oh yeah, well, but that's like that would be like this equivalent of smoking.
Okay, I'm really against smoking. I don't know why people. Yeah, because they don't listen. I'm doing this because I tell them it's bad for you because I care, and they don't listen.
I mean, but that would be kind of the joke. Like everybody would treat gum chewing like it was smoking. Like, do you know how bad that is for your teeth? Like, and
actually, isn't there mint flavored? It makes your breath smell good?
Yeah, but like everybody would be treating it like it was bad for your health, like smoking. Like
how would well, technically there's one with sugar in it. Well, there's the sugar-free gum.
Exactly. Like, you know how bad that is for your teeth? You know how addicting that stuff is? Like, come on, you're smarter than this.
But at least I can stop when I want. I can stop when I want.
Oh, are you going for another stick? Yeah, what of it? She puts another stick of gum in her mouth.
What's next? You're gonna, oh my gosh, next then she's gonna have like a whole mouth of it go like,
Exactly, yeah. Exactly, yeah.
And to be honest, this live stream is actually a lot better than last one because technically I was the only one talking and I had to stop it early because no one was showing up. But at least we actually got a few people involved.
I'm sorry, I was...
No. It actually, technically, this was in January. This was like months before you joined.
Oh, good. Then I don't have to feel guilty. Yay.
Or do you? Because you didn't join sooner. You left me in there to die.
It's all right. I'll always find
No,
reason to feel guilty.
it's fine. Yeah, actually, I kind of joined you because I was like thinking this. I know because when it was an animator, I was like, this is it. The prophecy has been fulfilled. An animator has spoken.
I strolled in with doves. Oh, sole mio.
Oh yeah, and then actually we could have got all the production crew saying, "Everyone, we got an animator. The assaulted one has arrived." We get her like a throne
before your leader.
Then we get her like, oh my gosh, it's like that Teenage Girl episode, Teen Idol. Like we get all these, we get all our crew members. We get them. We throw flowers at them. We put you in like this robe. We put you up on a big throne, and we start hailing you as the animator, as the one who will bring our characters to life.
No shucks.
Yeah, like hi.
No shucks.
Thank
Gee
you.
willikers.
Oh my gosh. You know, it's like, I don't know if you ever saw that episode, Teen Idol.
I did. Like I said, I know Teenage Robot. I just haven't seen it in a while.
Oh.
Also, give me 2 seconds. I just got to tend to my dog real quick. Be right back.
Oh, yeah. What kind of doggy is it?
It is a German Shepherd and Beagle mix.
It's a German Shepherd and what?
Beagle.
Beagle. I have like a tiny Yorkie Bichon now.
Well, right now he's bitching at me, pun intended, so I'll be right back.
Hey, language, please. Okay, so enough of that. Let's see if we got any more concepts. Oh yeah, actually, let's see if we got any cool concepts I kind of want to share, because we're still thinking of which ones we are planning to do, and we're gonna, because for those who don't know the Teenage Robot format, we're gonna stick to 13 episodes in total. Well, technically, we're gonna do 2 big episodes, like the 2 22-minute episodes, one there and one there. Well, the rest is going to be 11 minutes, part A, part B, for the next 11. So it's going to be that gist. So I'm still thinking what we could do. We got some full concepts ready to get going, and we got some scripts in the writing stages. But there's still some that we are kind of, that's sort of being catching dust. So if any of you kind of actually... So if any of you wants to join in and help out with us and have like a cool concept, let us know. Or I can do this to you. Give me a minute. Cody, Cody, I already know you joined. Oh yeah, Spectral, I sent you the message through Discord.
What?
Oh yeah, you're back. No, Spectral Fuse says, where did you send the message? I sent it to Discord. Oh yeah. What time will we watch Friday the 13th? We're gonna watch it as soon as we're done. We're gonna like post on the Rabbit. We're gonna go into our Rabbit stream. We can get Harley to. Oh yeah. I don't know why. I kind of wanted to actually have Harley with along, because maybe she could share us how she did. Tom did actually Tom actually tell you how she did some of the effects?
Yeah, he told me how he did a couple of them.
I know, like I do know the Kevin Bacon one. Like, I know it was basically this. Kevin's head was like they cut a hole through the bed. Like they cut a hole for his head. Then they had a rubber body that they used like to poke the arrow through. And there was like I think it was Tom that was under the bed.
Yeah.
And he had this little pump to squeeze all the blood out.
Well, he was telling me about that, and he said that there was a pump to squeeze all the blood out.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, he did tell me that. There was. Oh yeah, I did remember that. There was sort of a little, like, it kind of got jammed, and that's kind of why it sort of like went like no, it's.
Yeah, no, because it got stuck and it wasn't working. Like the pump wasn't working, so he had to take the tube in his mouth and blow in it.
Oh, that's what he did.
So like that's why it was like all bubbly and gross. Is because it was him like.
Or it was just that's kind of why all like the blood, instead of like just like going like just oozing out, it like squirted out.
Yeah, because it was a long tube, and I mean a person can only breathe so
even
far.
Though that scene was like, oh yeah, I do know though that Savini also was in he did one for the final chapter, which I've got it on DVD. I got parts 1 through 4 on DVD. I know he did the effects for that because Oh yeah, and here's sort of a concept, because going back to monsters, Jason in this one was played by Ted White, who supposedly was a stunt double for the creature from the Black Lagoon.
No fooling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I actually heard that. I'll be like, I was watching Cinemassacre's reviews on it, and like, it was like supposedly Ted White was a stunt double for it.
Neat.
I don't know if that's like confirmed or not, but that's actually kind of something to actually have the creature from the Black Lagoon as a for
As a serial
I'm looking for my all right, yeah, it's on his IMDb, but it's uncredited. I found it. It's on his Ted White. It's on his IMDb.
The man of many talents.
I think he was like nearly 60 when he played this role.
God damn.
He was like 58 or something. Like, yeah, this is like, the film was released 1984? Yeah, it was 4. It was 4.
Either you die a sea creature or live long enough to see yourself.
Yeah, that's kind of funny, though, how Jason Voorhees and Creature from the Black Lagoon are both creatures of the lake.
I'd like to see Film Theory do an episode on that. Like,
what?
they're somehow the same here.
What, we do a camp episode?
No, Film Theory. It's a YouTube channel. Like, and
he
does. Yeah. I'd love to see.
Oh, maybe that'll be something. We can actually... I don't know why. I kept thinking of a camp episode.
Well, I had a camp episode in my episode idea box. I don't know if you saw it.
No, well, let's not do like our concepts. Like, let's not do our concepts that are like to be because we're not going to release like their concepts. Well, except for my concepts, because I don't know about that. But
because you're the director, you have final say.
Yes, I am the director. I get the final say.
Okay, Mr. Spielberg.
Okay, we could, I don't know, maybe we could do like a camp episode because we did Sleepaway Camp. Oh my god. Oh yeah, we actually have some plans. We do have some plans referencing Sleepaway Camp.
I think my episode idea is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
Okay, I'll just say this though. Imagine for those on Harley, have you ever seen Sleepaway Camp?
No.
Okay, well, you haven't? Wait, you haven't?
No.
Oh, it's so
you
good.
should. It's a really good movie. Actually, it's really good.
It's amazing.
It sounds like a Friday the 13th knockoff, but it's the ending will blow you away. Trust me.
Fantastic.
I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. Just watch it. It's really good.
Okay.
Free on. It's really amazing.
But okay, just imagine this: the crazy aunt from that movie as a tooth fairy.
That was my idea. And for reference, just so that Harley is in the loop, there's this one actress who plays the aunt of a main character, and she just has like this. She's only on for about like 10 minutes, but she has this crazy way of speaking that I just absolutely adore. Like, okay. So there's this line where she is giving them, food for camp, and her son asks, yeah, are there any chips in here?
Any chips?
She says,
any chips?
Okay. Why, yes, I believe there's a whole bag.
It's why, of course, I believe it's all good, but close.
Yeah, but like she just has this crazy way of speaking.
Yeah, she's like, goodness, no. Will that one do it all?
She's only on screen for like 10 minutes.
I know, but she just, oh my gosh. She was just so memorable. Even though it was 10 minutes, she was so memorable. Oh yeah.
She really was. Like, she made the most of that.
Oh yeah. There was sort of a joke we kind of have been passing around actually on this episode. All right. This is one episode we're planning, but it's kind of funny. Oh yeah. Because we kind of had this joke passing around. It was, why, this is your dollar, of course. Just be careful not to tell anyone how you got that dollar.
Why, no, that wouldn't do it all.
Not at all. Because actually, it kind of, I thought it works because, it's like she's like a fairy and they're all whimsical and like cheery and all that sunshine, unicorn, happiness stuff.
Oh, don't fech on the fairies. They'll fuck you up.
Watch your mouth, please. Okay, forget it. We're horror nerds. Forget it.
Exactly. I'll say whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, just no racial stuff.
Oh, What the? Who do you think I am?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Jeez.
All right. Anyways, okay. We'll actually. Do you want to announce? Do you want to announce?
Oh, the thing.
Want to do it?
Oh, okay.
All right.
right.
We have this one concept that I know this is sort of okay. This one is sort of generic, and most cartoons have done it in the past. But we're gonna have a birthday episode.
Yay! Oh, I get to talk about this now.
Yeah, actually, go ahead.
Yay. Okay, so I wrote a birthday episode, like an entire script for a birthday episode, in which the Count actually forgets Mina's birthday. And so to compensate, he throws her this ridiculous, over-the-top monster party. But the problem is that he has no idea how to plan a birthday party to human standards. And so, of course, everything goes wrong. He feels terrible. Mina's angry. The kids are upset. And to make matters worse, there's demon balloons. And so now the Count has to stop the demon balloons before they just pretty much end up wrecking everything. And I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah, because yeah, we kind of wanted to do something fun. Yeah, we kind of wanted to have some fun concept with that because, I don't know. I know it's generic. It sounds like dull and generic at first, but we kind of want. But Emily here was sort of actually thinking we could do something. We kind of did something a little different on how like we forgot the birthday-ish or something like that. All right, what's an yeah. Hold on, what's another one we can do?
Dum-de-dum.
I'm thinking something.
Where are you going with this?
I don't know.
And the awkward silence befalls us.
Hang on a sec.
I was strolling through the park one day.
Okay, let's think of something. I
have no idea where you're going with this.
I'm trying to think of something. I'm trying to think. Sorry, I went kind of blank for a minute. Okay. If you were to have, okay, this is kind of I kind of thought of this a while. If we were to do if we were to take any horror concept, we don't have right now, what we do?
Oh, is that a question in the thing?
No, it's something I came up with.
Oh, okay.
What do you guys think?
Horror concept. God, there's so many.
Let's think of a concept, though, that actually has not really been touched upon too much.
Oh, the painting of Dorian Gray. Not
Oh, the portrait of Dorian Gray.
That's what I meant. Yeah, not a whole
yeah. I
lot
heard
of people
about that. I heard about that book. I never read it, but
it's super good and it's super gay, and I love it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There was actually, I know there was a film, well, simply titled Dorian Gray with Prince Caspian in it. Yeah, Ben Barnes. Yeah, Prince Caspian was in it. I did watch a summary on it because there was like this awesome YouTube show called Thug Notes, and they do like summaries of, it's like this gangster summarizing like classic literature. It's really funny.
Yeah, I've seen him. Yeah.
Oh, you saw him too? Oh,
yeah,
I love him. Ain't that a...
Yeah, that one could be fun to do, like a haunted portrait type thing, especially since we've established that Mina likes to draw.
Oh yeah, Mina. Oh yeah, we could do. If we were to do that, how would we actually put it into a
That I would need some time to like.
Oh wait! Say Pumpkin just said this. Thug Notes got me through my English finals. Okay, actually, I will tell you this though. That's actually kind of funny because I remember there was advertised. They actually did like an advert on YouTube, and like what was that guy's name? Sparky Plot. What was his name? Hang on. I forgot the guy's name. It was like Sparky. Yeah. Oh yeah, Sparky Sweets, that's his name was. And he was like, "Yo, if you got an essay to write or you got a final exam, get over here and you can listen to all these summaries and stuff." I actually loved how, and I kind of actually thought it was both funny and also a way to actually interpret a novel, but actually in a more casual tone rather than just like going on and on and on about the summary.
Oh, for sure. It reminds me a lot of Spark Notes.
Well, duh, because everyone's been using, because that's basically just like Cliff Notes. But yeah, I know I should actually like read the novels rather than I did read a couple of them. There was To Kill a Mockingbird, The Odyssey, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. That's a good book. The Glass. Oh, I haven't seen he hasn't done The Glass Castle. That's also a good book. Glass Castle. That's a great book. Scarlet Letter, all that. So what if so a painting. That's kind of a cool concept. Because there were some stories about photos and stuff, like how
maybe Mina's new art teacher is Mr. Gray, and he teaches her how to paint.
Wait, I thought wait. Oh, forget it. Don't spoil it. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Harley, what do you got?
This probably isn't any good.
Don't worry, it's just like a little game.
Don't worry, we're all hacks.
If they on a vacation or something and stayed at a motel and it was kind of ran by someone that was kind of like Norman Bates.
Ooh, I
could
like
do that. I know that kind of sounds a little generic, but we can probably. That's kind of an okay thing. I mean, that's kind of like I don't know, because I'm now doing Courage the Cowardly Dog streams on Rabbit. It reminds me of that episode Cat's Motel, and it actually the design of it really looked like the Bates Motel.
Well, the vacation the vacation idea is actually kind of fun.
Yeah, vacation idea. Yeah, we could sort of do that because I know that's also been done to death. I know that has been done to death, but
it's always so good.
Yeah, actually, I think that's kind of why these concepts getting repeated because they work. That's kind of why some horror films repeat concepts. One example.
It's so cliche, but I absolutely love this trope. I definitely want to do a body switching episode between Mina and the Count where they accidentally end up with
I like that.
It would be so funny.
I don't know.
The Count has to go to friggin' elementary school.
Oh my god.
He's like
I know
what is this?
Kind of something that's I don't know.
No, but he's looking at this thing and he's like, "What is this gruesome food?" And then one of the kids looks over and is like, "That's just peanut butter jelly."
Just in general, he's excited because he can go out during the day.
Exactly.
Well, okay, that's kind of I know Freaky Friday-ish, but I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna have them switch voice. If we were to do that, we should maybe we should probably have them. I don't know. This is sort of generic. How they in cartoons, this is to switch. They switch their voices.
Right. Well, I was actually thinking, it would be kind of fun to actually have the actors try to emulate each other.
Yeah, actually, that's what I wanted to do more instead of because this is in the original. This was in the original Freaky Friday. Okay, both the Jodie Foster and the Lindsay Lohan version. They actually behave they actually do it they behave in the body rather than just having a switched voice, which I think I don't know why. The concept, I'm going to be honest, is kind of lazy at some point, but at the same time, I think that's sort of a way to sort of I'm pretty sure there's little kids watching it and they're going to get confused who is which if this switch thing happened. So I'm guessing that's why they did it.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is that there's so many good jokes you could get out of a concept like that.
Yeah. I kind of want to go. You know what? Now what you're thinking, I kind of we should probably do it with the behavior with this behavioral body language tone because here's what I'm thinking.
I was actually, and it's funny that you bring this up. I was actually thinking the similar thing. You could have the Count skipping in the same way that Mina does, or Mina.
Oh my! Wait, how do you skip again? You put,
But that's the thing is that the Count doesn't know how to skip, so he's just walking he's just walking very brutishly across, with his shoulders hunched.
I don't know why, but I keep thinking about that episode. I'm pretty sure y'all saw My Best Friend, that episode. The one where she was like in the cape.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh, and it'd be like, Mina, you doing that boogeyman thing again?
And she's like, and that's the thing is that you could actually have the actress behind Mina actually try to do the Romanian accent.
Actually, we'll see about that. Actually, I don't know if where she is. She's been kind of busy, but we'll see. Actually, I kind of want to actually. That will be kind of a fun concept because he'll be like trying to do. I know this is like, but here's the thing though. If we were to do that, I want to be asking though, why we're gonna have this do it?
Because they were, and this is also a concept I came up with. It's because they were trying out a spell to like put on disguises, but then they accidentally ended up looking like each other or something.
Okay, that's good because the concept that I do know, because this is like Freaky Friday-ish. I mean, this is I know because like this concept was like thinking, oh, it's gonna be hard. I bet you can't spend a day in my life or something. Oh, I wish I could.
No.
Yeah, we're not doing that. That's like, ugh, no, because that's gonna be like too generic, too. Yeah. So I do like that's kind of something we can do because, because like accidental. I mean, I do have another one in the works that was based on based on this concept of a older short film. I remember seeing like where Mina turns invisible. Yeah, it's an old. That was an old one I announced back in January with another one called Forgotten Covenant.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, that was announced earlier, and it was based on. I should have shown you the film locations. I did actually post like try to make these videos for filming locations, but yeah.
Right.
Yes, but okay, that kind of works though. So like, let's say like. I do know, like, there's spells, to shapeshift. But wait, how do we do it? Are we going to, like, have them, like...
Well, we don't have to come up with the whole thing right now. Like, that's just the idea I had in my head. Like, the Count has a spell book, and he's like, hey, let's play dress up with magic. And Mina's like, okay.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, or something. I don't know.
That's good. I'll be like, yeah, she'll be like, you want to try this hat? No, I already tried it several times.
Oh, this one looks fun. No, that's old hack. That's old hat. That's not a fun trick.
Okay.
It's definitely something I want to try. I definitely want to get a script up and running after I finish.
All right, hold on a second. Just a sec. He kind of wants to get in. Sorry. Anyways. All right. So my, okay, this is something that, okay, my concept that I had for a while that, okay, this one still, I don't think has technically been done too much, but it's still sort of a genre that kind of exists is, this is sort of a concept. This is my working title for it. It's called Dreamcatcher. Or Dreamcatchers. Basically, it's kind of like
any relation to the Stephen King movie?
No. Actually, when I first heard of that film, I actually thought it was going to be about like a haunted dream catcher.
But no,
it was about aliens that come out of people's butts.
Yeah.
Like what?
Dream catchers.
Yeah, that's like no, that's not dream catchers. It deals with aliens. I'm like, what?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I know, but I know it's kind of funny. So I'm thinking this because, it's kind of because it's kind of a sort of a complex world that you can create with dream things. On my Discord, I've actually had this little link. I have this channel called Tales of the Mind. This was something I did with my consultant, Matthew. Originally came up with a concept for that because I just like to, just share the dreams I have and all these like vast worlds that could be created within this. Sure. Like, even if it lasts, I know it feels like, like 5 or 10, a few minutes, but supposedly it goes on for hours, technically, and you don't even realize it until you wake up.
I mean, just look at the little Nemo comic strips. I mean, that alone.
Oh yeah,
perfectly
actually,
captures
oh
the
yes,
surreality of
yes,
dreams.
yes. I mean, we could do. I don't know if we should. And I actually had this really weird one. I might want to share with you because since we're all cartoon lovers, I'm going to share this one.
Oh, pray tell.
Has anyone here have ever seen the Fairly Odd Parents film Channel Chasers? The one with future Timmy played by Alec Baldwin.
That was Alec Baldwin?
Yep, that was Alec Baldwin.
Holy shit, I did not know that.
Yeah. Okay, so and like Vicky was like the tick. I actually liked that. I loved that one because it was so creative, like with all the animation styles they did.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Especially actually, one of the fun I did actually love the most was the puppet one.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because they could go like flying through the TV and goes like.
Yeah, and you gotta like drag them through. Yeah.
Yeah, and also the Dragon Ball one. All right, so here's this. I'm gonna like read it. This is for my entry. This was after finding a Lego toy that projects videos. I went upstairs to the bathroom where I found future Timmy in the room with me. Why? It's random. That's kind of what dreams are. They're random. He explained to me that Vicky has returned and became a goddess. We both walked out. Yeah, I call it Channel Chasers Part 2. All right. We both walked outside to find that the world outside has become an overgrown wasteland with swamps and muck. Future Timmy split up to attack on enemy lines as well as opposing droids and troops from the goddess Vicky. I began to find Vicky herself in the swamps and screamed to the heavens asking where she is.
I'm just imagining her.
Yeah, where? What have you done in this place?
No, but like I'm just imagining her in like a Greek goddess outfit, like of like all the robes and layers and whatnot.
Yeah, okay. My interpretation was more dark actually because I still remember it because actually it was cloudy. There was trees that towered over me, and the muck. Actually, I'm going to tell you something. I didn't like fall through. It was like this water. It was like a watery like texture, like it was wavy, but I didn't fall through it. It was sort of like, yeah, but even though I did find like those, like the squishy noises, like the squish and the squelchy noises that you make, like if you step in mud.
A firmness to it.
Yeah, and so I don't know. I looked, so I was like, I go to the heavens screaming for where she is and what has she done to this place. And then so I look around, and there were like abandoned playgrounds, like those big swing sets they have, those big jungle gym playground thingies.
Basically, the opening to Terminator. Yeah.
Well, kind of like that. Okay, I haven't seen Terminator, but
never.
Well, anyways, it like they were all covered in muck and stuff, and then all of a sudden I was jumping around. Then all of a sudden I fell in, and then I was like trying to swim around, and I was at first screaming for help because like there was people out in the distance, like swimming around in it.
Right.
Then there was this. Okay. However, I saw a family about to be separated from a current in the swamp. I grabbed onto the daughter and father as the mother and the other daughter was left behind for a moment. We all went down a small waterfall and came onto shore. The man thanked me for saving their lives as I went back to the rest of the family. And that's where I woke up. I didn't remember anything else.
I'd love to see a therapist try to dissect that one.
What?
I'd love to see a therapist try to dissect that. Like, what is it?
Actually, I did tell her a little bit of my social worker about that. Yeah, I talked to a social worker about this sometimes. Yeah, and these kind of concepts, and actually this has been something that I've been doing dream journals since since last year, because something about them really gives me like ideas, or sometimes it's like, maybe at some point I could like bring this into a reality or bring it into.
Well, it was like I was saying earlier, is that you want to look at the best example of surreality in a dream setting. Just look at something like the Little Nemo comics, which thrive in a world of nonsense, and like just the concept of dreams just has so much potential for so many amazing visuals.
But the problem is, though, is that you're going to have to do something to actually, what's the word? that actually works. We want to have a key concept rather than just
like we want to have like an actual story rather than just an
yeah,
idea.
because we can't just have like random nonsense. I mean, I actually have. Hold on, let me look around somewhere. Oh, here it is. This right here is volume 3 of my my volume 1 and 2 are now lost, which they were accidentally thrown away. So that sucks. But actually, I did mention some on the Discord, on Discord, some through websites. Hang on, let me look through some. Some of them, they go like on and on.
Well,
yeah.
You mentioned you want to do
something. Look how big these entries are. Look how big they are.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and there's like one that goes like look at this. It's like usually actually why these kind of happened after like if I don't like take my medication in the morning and I forget. That's kind of something. Like if I don't like take my my pills or something in the morning and I go to bed, sure, like at night, they feel, I'm gonna say, they actually feel more like less, what's the word?
Tangible?
I think that tangible, because I can actually understand more, know more what's going on and stuff.
So like you lucid dream a little more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Actually, there's this crazy one I had where there was a guy that looked like Evan Peters from American Horror Story, and he was wearing like this bird costume or something. I was okay. It's yeah.
Well, you mentioned you want to do something with dream catchers. Are the dream catchers themselves responsible for Mina's dreams, or like is that going to tie into it?
I kind of was thinking this. This is sort of an odd concept I had. There's 2 twins. I call the twins of the unconscious.
Okay.
Or maybe the unconscious twins, where there's the one that is the dreams and the other is the nightmare.
Okay.
Let's say like these two twins are, this is a little concept that's still a work in progress. These two twins are like the center of the dreams and the nightmares. However, let's say the nightmare becomes corrupt and begins to haunt the unconscious minds.
Okay.
Yeah. But also like there's since like all these dream journals that I do, there's lucid dreamers, basically.
So would the idea be that Mina is trying to teach herself to lucid dream, or
maybe kind of like I don't know. It's a concept that's still a work in progress. What do you think? Hold on, I'm getting. What do you guys think? Anyone out there? Oh, we all left. Maybe I got boring. Bad face.
It's all good.
Yeah. What's another concept we can do?
Let's see. Well, like I said, I wrote down a couple of my concepts in my idea folder.
Okay. Let's see. There was one. I mean, we could do like, because actually this was sort of something I wanted to do as well as the. I mean, okay, I should really. Oh wait, should we actually? How long is that animation project thing that you did?
Oh, it's like a snippet. It's not even like a minute long. It's just.
All right, we'll show that. We'll show that at the very end. We'll show that at the end. All right, so
it's not at all representative of the final project.
Yeah, like she said before, this is not representative of the final project.
It's bare bones storyboard. And it's just to give people an idea of how it's going to be positioned and, framed in a sense.
Wait a minute. Horror buff like... Someone just wrote this. A horror buff like you not making a Friday reference today? Tisk tisk. Step your game up. Come on. Okay. I'm actually now... Okay. Now I'm trying to be a legit horror buff because... Look at this. All right. Look at this. Look at all these movies I'm getting. Look at them all. Look at them. You call that horror buff? Okay, let's go through the list. We got. Johnny, you recognize?
Couple.
See? Horror buff. And I've been doing posts on that. I've been doing posts on it and all that stuff. So technically, now I'm getting this stuff. Okay? So don't say I'm. At least I'm actually stepping the game up. So I am stepping the game up. Don't say that I'm not.
Struck a nerve there.
Okay. Okay. I recently got Friday the 13th, parts 1 through 4. Okay, with the uncut version, the part 2, part 3, and part 4. Okay. So if you don't think I'm not stepping my game up, think again.
He's triggered.
Okay. I understand this is the only Tom Savini one that has like Tom Savini. Okay, I'll see if I can find all the other ones. All right, what other Tom Savini ones that he did? Oh yeah, Dawn of the Dead, and I do have Night of the Living Dead though, in like that 50 horror pack thing. Well, it's public domain, so basically you can just slap it on anything and sell it.
I went to a convention for Dawn of the Dead and met all of the zombies that were in it that are still alive.
Wait, who?
Like all of the zombies that were in the film and
Dawn of the Dead or
Dawn of the Dead.
Oh yeah, they actually I do hear those zombies appear in them. I actually met Jeremy Ambler from
Wait, okay. Dawn of the Dead is the one that's in the mall, right?
I haven't seen it, but well, duh, yeah.
Okay, I get the two confused all the time. But
you can't really get Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead because here's the thing. Night of the Living Dead is in black and white. Dawn of the Dead is in color.
Right.
Well, okay, if it got confused with Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead, then okay, I can understand, but still. There's a difference. There's color. There's Savini in it. Right?
Sorry, I lost track of the conversation. What happened?
Sorry, what were you saying?
I making a joke. I zoned out for a minute.
Oh, yeah, I blacked out.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, let's think. Oh yeah. Since we have 10 minutes left, let's see what we can do for the last 10 minutes.
Just start singing show tunes.
Start singing what?
Show tunes.
No.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
I love my talk, yeah. Next time I really should. Sorry, I know I haven't really planned too much on this because I've been working a lot. Here's the thing, because college has been getting on me because here's the thing though. I actually have to do like online courses and stay up to date because I'm technically taking an accelerated course right now. Because this is because I'm going into. I know some people have come to me and stated, "Why aren't you taking a film and animation course?" Well, I kind of like those, but I don't know why. I just kept thinking I also want to do stuff that I am also interested in. So I'm doing a statistics course and a criminal justice course right now. This is because next year is gonna the fall is gonna mark my final year at Delaware Technical Community College. As then I transfer over to Wilmington University. So basically, what I'm doing now is like I'm doing these courses now. So then when I go over to Wilmington, it's going to be a lot easier for me. So I got to do like this accelerated course. I got through 2 tests already. I already got to a 3rd one earlier this week, and I got a 4th. The 4th one is coming up on Wednesday, and then the final exam. Oh, actually, also, and I got this project I got to do on statistics where I got to. This is on actually. This is kind of also combining with my degree. I'm going for information security, which is for surrendering privacy for security's sake. I know. What if we were to do an episode that was similar to? No, we're not going to do that. No. You know, because here's the thing. Actually, that's kind of a concept. Because I don't know if you guys seen the April Fool's Day trailer I did. Have you seen it, Sketchy? You can look it up. It's on my official channel. It's on the channel.
I think I have.
Yeah, so basically this was kind of something, this was kind of funny. Because no, this was something we were I was sitting this was like I was going through college. I kind of was almost, the project was nearly dead on a ride, was nearly dead. And I got some people gone up, and I got this great concept artist, Christina Frank, who's amazing. You can check her out. Just search up DeviantArt, search up the Freaky Panda. She's amazing.
She really is.
So then I was like, what?
No, I was agreeing with you. She really is.
Yeah, she's great. She's great. So then I was thinking to myself, what can I do to sort of be like I'm saying, hey guys, I'm not dead. I'm going to be back. So then I was thinking, what if we do an April Fool's joke that says like this? We were like so quiet under wraps. We were secretly trying to redo the entire story, make it all like dark and gloomy and all that stuff. We make it sort of like a Resident Evil clone. Yeah, so that's basically the concept we were doing for it, because this is kind of similar. And this was based on a concept that actually was originally the intentions for this reboot, but was later shelved. So here's the original gist. It was going to focus more on Mina and Nick as they began to go on like ghost hunting adventures and stuff, while the cat was going to be like pushed off to the side. So then we got one of the actor who's playing the cat. He did like the idea, but he was disappointed that it kind of felt like I don't know if you ever saw that marathon show Marvin Mystery, you know, from the guys who made Totally Spies.
I used to love that show so much.
Which one, Totally Spies or Marvin Mystery?
Marvin Mystery. That show.
Yeah, it was basically like that. Like it kind of said he dubbed it as like Mina and the Count and Marvin Mystery thrown into a blender. So then I was like, oh yeah.
Ooh,
and
yeah.
originally this was going to take place 3 years into the future, like set in 1998 rather than 1995.
Right.
So she was going to be like 10 at that time. And we had some episodes that we were planning to do, but those either got shelved away or we're currently pushing them out. I'm currently thinking over. I'm currently holding them to a side of it right now to think what to do with them. So then I was like, why don't we bring that concept back to life once again for this little project, and we make it like a dark and gritty tone, like sort of like Resident Evil. So then here's the new concept. It was basically it was set in the year 1997, or actually 98. Like it's after a post-apocalyptic 1997 Holocaust or devastation where the supernatural had broken into our real world and has corrupted the entire earth. And there's these governmental corporations, one called a Silver Bullet Corp. Hold on, I actually have the actually I should show you the concept art that we did for it, because it's actually pretty funny. I have it in the Discord. I'm going to show you some of our stuff that we did. I may show you some storyboards that we actually put up. I'm going to see if I can find them, because they're really old. I do have some deleted ones. Actually, I do have some deleted ones. Hold on. Actually, let me... I'll just show you. Here we go. So here's what this was originally what we were thinking of doing.
It's a really cool concept, I have to admit.
Yeah,
I'm super in love with it.
Yeah, this was called Silver Bullet Corp. Basically, this was sort of like the Umbrella Corp of this cartoon.
Ooh, you know, we might want to change that logo a little bit, though.
Actually, this is just a concept we just decided to do for just one episode. This was just meant to be a joke.
Okay, yeah, but like we definitely got to change that, because I'm just now realizing that bullet is a little phallic-y.
I didn't notice it.
Oh, well, I do.
Oh, gosh. Well, if aliens... Okay, well, if aliens can get away with the eye looking like a... then I think this is...
a kids show. There will be children present.
Sorry. Whatever. Anyways, so yeah, this is one of our grunts. The concept art wasn't really fully used. This was sort of like, you know, kind of like to tease people and get people thinking, hey, this is what we're doing.
It's so
I actually wanted to have her with an eye patch, but she was like, nah, let's have her with sunglasses. And then so we gave people...
I like the little heart on her
oh, yeah.
there.
You know what she could be called? Mina Valentine.
Ooh, I like that.
Mina Valentine. Yeah, the little sister to Jill Valentine. So wait, then who's Nick's older brother? Leon. Or wait, who's that? Oh wait, what was that guy's name? That guy who said like it's really powerful, especially against living things.
I've never played Resident Evil.
I played it a little bit. It's the acting is like terrible. The acting is like I actually have the film on DVD because I wanted to actually see it because it's like a guilty because it looks. I know the film is like supposedly stupid, but it's kind of like a guilty pleasure of some people. Even James Cameron stated it was a guilty pleasure of his.
Oh, I'm sure.
So yeah, what was that guy's name? I think it was Brady. I think his name was Brody. Brady. What was his name? Oh, Barry. That was too close. You were almost a Jibble sandwich. This hall is dangerous. There must be a back door somewhere.
So lame.
Yeah, it's like they actually had live action stuff, and they were gonna do live action segments, and the acting there was also atrocious. Actually, here's a little fun fact for you. I did read this somewhere. I did hear this. George Romero was originally signed to direct the Resident Evil film. He actually was good. Harley, you listening?
I am.
Yeah. George Romero was originally signed up to direct the film, and he actually stated that he used the game as sort of his reference. And the script, I think, was going to be pretty much like the game. However, I forget which company was that owned the film, but they didn't like the script. So unfortunately, Romero was fired, and they had to get Paul W.S. Anderson, who wanted to get to this anti-corporate message. And yeah, that's how it came to be. I still would have actually kind of preferred. I heard the film was still okay. I mean, it was still a major success at the box office and all that. But I kind of still would have wondered what the Romero version would have been like.
Same.
I guess we'll probably never know, though, because that never happened.
Well, in an alternate reality, it's probably a thing.
Oh my gosh.
We're not lucky enough.
Oh my gosh. Imagine this. George Romero presenting that from the man that brought you his Dead trilogy. Brings the most classic zombie game onto the big screen. Resident Evil. Featuring with effects by, the course, Tom Savini and Greg Nicoretto. Or, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. The guy did the effects from Dusk Till Dawn, and he actually also worked in Land of the Dead.
Greg Nicotero.
Oh yeah, Greg Nicotero. I'm sorry. I thought it was Nicoretto. I'm sorry, Nicotero. Didn't he do the Evil Dead series as well?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have those on DVD too. Okay. Oh yeah, since we're nearing the end, and we're going to be heading over to our Rabbit stream to start up Friday the 13th. Well, let me get that actually opened up first, so then I can.
Yay.
Well, here's the thing. I have to do streaming, like a streaming site, because here's the thing. I can't, for the life of me, it really sucks, but I can't get the film, like, I have it on DVD, but as of right now, I still have not found a way to actually, like, screen share, like, a DVD, like, my desktop, and then, like, put it, like, a DVD in, and, like, do that.
Right.
So, as of right now, I can't do that. So, we're going to have to, like, stick to this. So I have no choice. I mean, here's the thing. I kind of don't like doing this kind of like the downloading films anymore thing, unless it's like really obscure and like it's really hard to find. But yeah. So hold on, I'm gonna see where to find it. I mean, it was on Hulu. Actually, it was on Hulu. The original was on Hulu, and I was getting ready to get, and that's kind of why I was thinking of doing this, because I was actually getting ready to get ready to that's why I kind of did this. But then I found out it got removed, and I was like, oh damn, it got removed. Because that happens. Hold on, let me see if this works. Oh, got a good copy working film. Does this run properly? Oh, please. Okay. All right, we got that running. So now, before we go, everyone, I know this is kind of, we kind of went off topic with all the stuff because we're horror nerds. Okay, they're the two my favorite things in the world. Okay, so don't judge me. All right, so we're gonna show you a little clip from this right here is currently our storyboards for one of our episodes. This is the Dolly episode, I think.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I have not seen this yet. So please excuse the frame rate. Please excuse it. Because once again, this is like on I'm looking up things. It says Mina's badass.
What?
No. Say Pumpkin says Mina is badass. No. I'm guessing it was because of that post, because of the art I showed.
Right.
You can thank Christina. You can thank the Freaky Panda for that one.
For sure.
Oh, God, sorry, hold on. My mouth is like really dry. I'm sorry. My mouth's like really dry.
You're
Anyways,
fine.
let me get this up. Ooh, it looks nice.
Actually, if you want, since the frame rate does suck here, I give you full permission if you want to post it to your YouTube channel, just in case anyone.
We'll see though, actually, because this is like concept stuff, so we'll see. But this is probably the only. We'll see.
Okay.
Because this is not the final thing, and this might not. We'll see.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we present to you what we have so far of one of our episodes. Here we go.
It is just storyboard, so don't judge the animation.
Yeah, it's only a minute long, so here we go. Ooh, creepy owl.
Is the audio on?
I turned it off.
Oh no, it's just my voice. You can turn it on.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just me talking and like describing everything.
What happened?
He crashes into a street lamp.
Why? That was me. No, I'm just kidding. All right, guys. So we're going to call it a night with our second live stream. Actually, I do consider this a little better than the first one because technically no one showed up at the other one. All right. But if you guys want, I do have for those. I'm going to post my Black Rose server link.
Will you be posting this live stream to YouTube?
It's already posted.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, I don't know how
That's
live
the
stream
point
works.
of a live stream.
Well, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's right. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh
so
my gosh.
stupid.
Beetlejuice, I want you to say you're sorry.
You're sorry.
Beetlejuice, just say it.
It.
Oh my gosh, you know that show too?
Of course, I freaking love that show. Are you kidding?
I saw the whole series.
I haven't seen the whole series, but I probably.
I was like this. If he gets any nicer, I'm cutting the rope.
It is kind of weird that he's like friends with her, despite the
and also
pedal.
Claire from Resident Evil 2 is in it.
Also, what happened to Gina Davis and Alec Baldwin ghosts? Are they just not in it at all?
Oh yeah, that reminds me. They just it's sort of, I kind of considered it like a very loose sequel to it. It's like loose because it says like none of the previous stuff was mentioned, but Beetlejuice says in the first episode that it was a year since he first met her. So I'm guessing it's a loose sequel. So yeah, for those who haven't, please join the Discord sword. Discord server if you haven't, for those who have or have not. And we're going to be heading over to my Rabbit server for our screening of Friday the 13th.
Yay!
Hey. So hang on a sec. Let me I'm going to get it up and running. So let me actually get it up first. Then I will sign off of this. I don't know if the camera's going to be working properly when I get in, but hold on a second. I want to try. Actually, I want to try something. Give me a minute.
We apologize for getting off topic so much.
Yeah, I know. It's just, holy crap, it works. Or wait, does it? It works for like a second, or I'm going to just leave the camera off for a minute.
Okay.
We're going to put this off. All right. Okay, we're just gonna let that wait. Oh yeah, so here we go. Gonna invite everyone to it. So guys, you will be getting something.
Yay.
Harley and Sketchy.
Sweet.
Yeah, you'll be getting something through your Rabbit.
Alright.
Yeah, hopefully the
I mean, even though we kind of have, I will be honest though, these actually have been a little successful. Actually, I mean, we've been trying to see Courage the Cowardly Dog, but those actually have been dropping. I don't know why. Not a lot of people are into Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Well, they just don't have good taste.
I know. Actually, I know. As soon as like we did the Courage the Cowardly Dog, we switched from Courage the Cowardly Dog. Like the ratings just dropped. I don't know. Oh yeah. So here's our link to the Rabbit server. So you guys join in. Yay. Hold on. Wait. Say Pumpkin. Did you actually try the Discord link? It works. All right, guys. We're gonna call it a night here, and we'll see you all at the We'll see you on the Rabbit server. You guys going over there too? Harley, Sketchy?
Yeah, I'll be there in a second.
Same.
All right, guys. So we'll call it a night here, and we'll talk to you guys. We'll hope to talk to you all soon, probably during this Halloween, and we'll see what we have more in store for you. So thank you for attending this public live stream. Apologize again for off topic because I kind of get that a lot. We're nerds. Naturally. But we hope to see you all again soon. So good night, everyone, and we'll see you on the on Rabbit.
Peace out, home skillets.
Bye.
Yeah.